and I have lupus. That is not how I start every conversation. It usually goes, hi, my name is Limbii. These are my interests. These are my hobbies. This is who I work for this company. I go to school for this. That's usually how my conversations go. It's really rare that people know that I have lupus. I haven't been too open about it unless I'm hospitalized. And then, new people that I meet, I don't tell them unless I feel comfortable with them, unless I feel close to them, or just unless I feel like I could open up to them and they won't look at me weird. They won't think I'm disabled. They won't think that I can't do things. That's what lupus isn't. Lupus isn't. I can tell you what lupus is, and it is an autoimmune disease that attacks your white blood cells, attack your body. And I can also tell you what it isn't. It isn't disabling. To an extent. I mean, yes, there are days where I wake up and I cannot move. I'm in so much pain because it does attack my joints, and it attacks as well my kidneys, my liver, and my lungs, and my heart. I've seen instances of lupus. But I don't like people feeling sorry for me. That's why I've never talked about it. I don't want people to be like, oh no, you have lupus. I know, usually when I talk to somebody about it and they tell me I knew somebody who had lupus, it's somebody who's passed away, and then they immediately feel like my time is cut shorter, or at least I think they feel that, but it's not. I mean, I keep myself very healthy as I could. The ways to battle lupus, the best I've seen, is through diet and exercise. Diet and exercise are so important. It's key for fighting lupus, because a lot of things that we eat causes inflammation, causes flare-ups. That's a whole other separate video though. So if you do want to see a video on what a lupus diet would consist of, let me know. Maybe, if one person's interested, that's more than enough. If one person can benefit from that, then that already fulfills my purpose on doing this. Yeah, so just let me know if that's even needed, because I think that could help. Because when I first got diagnosed with lupus, I had no clue what to do. That could also be a separate video if that's even interesting. Like the day I got diagnosed, what I felt, what I was going through, what my symptoms were, how I found out. If you're curious about how that whole thing worked, I was hospitalized for at least a week. I mean, it was not fun. It was horrible. So if you're into that, just let me know. I'll make a separate one about that. That is really getting into my personal life, I guess, because this is something I'm not open about and I don't really talk about. So it's always comes to a shock, but I don't think it's something that's so disabling. I mean, it is to an extent. If I'm exposed to certain bacteria, if I'm exposed to certain chemicals, if I'm exposed to certain foods, certain things, it just triggers. Also just not being, it just happens randomly. That's another thing. Flare-ups, they happen out of nowhere. I could wake up one day and then I cannot move, so much pain, feeling feverish, just achy all over, feeling like I'm sick, like I have a flu, but I don't. It sucks. It's so unpredictable too. It's definitely a wolf. So in Latin, lupus means wolf, and that's exactly what this disease is. It is a wolf. It sneaks up on you. It gets aggressive. It's unpredictable. It's so strong. If you let it destroy you, it will. But you kind of need to learn how to tame it, I believe, and how to control it, how to manage it, rather. But there's always a reminder that the wolf is there. There is no cure as of yet. There has been studies on mice. I'm not sure how that went. Probably not that great, since I haven't heard of anything. The only thing that I know of that could completely get rid of it is through chemo radiation, which makes sense because it destroys your immune system, and that is what is a problem, is my immune system. It attacks me. So it destroys that and then puts in stem cells to rebuild your immune system and create a new one, a functioning one, a normal functioning one. And there's a high success rate on that, but the amount that you go through for chemo radiation is really, really intense. So it's been advised by my rheumatologist that it is a last resort, and the doctor for lupus is a rheumatologist. So I don't know if I've been able to really answer many questions or anything, because I don't really know what people don't know, what people want to know. So let me know. No matter, you know, whatever social media or whatever platform it is, whether it's talking to me in person, asking me, you know, can you mention what this is, you know, just send me a list, whatever it is, like I'll answer all your questions to the best of my ability, because I feel like lupus awareness isn't really that big. I mean, I feel like a lot of people still don't know what it is, or at least have like a very general, vague idea. So I'm here to kind of bring that out and share with you what I know, what research I've done, because I've spent years researching like in depth with so many different studies and all this different stuff. No, I'm not an expert. I mean, from personal experience, I can tell you that it sucks. It sucks. Okay, like you have your good days, you have your bad days. There's this whole spoon theory, which I could get into in another video if that's something that's interesting. You could also just Google it. You don't need me to explain it. But if you want me to explain it in my what's the word? Viewpoint, perception, my take on it, I guess, I will. Let me know. Let me know if you want to know about anything. About me, about lupus, about my hair color, my dog, my girlfriend, maybe. I mean, I don't want to put her life out there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Let me know what you want to know. I'll see you in the next one.